Yo, today we're covering upcoming gacha for the month of May 2023. I'm super excited for this one, a bunch of quality titles. Let's jump right into this. First things, Aether Gazer globally launching May 23rd by Yostar. Now just note, Yostar also published Azure Lane, not to mention Arknights. And one thing to note, they just shut down Revive Witch. What does that mean for Aether Gazer? I think it just means more publishing money and more advertising overall. I've been seeing this on the Instagrams and everything's. I think it's a great game, mostly because it's an action RPG where you control one character at a time, and a lot of the animations are seamless and easy. But once we get to actually play it and get our hands on it, let's see how we feel then. But for now, everything looks great from what I can tell. We also have Laid Back Camp that's going to be launching May 24th. Now, this is actually global, so we're going to be playing this both on, any Southeast Asia, Australia, I'm hoping, the US of A's, and so on and so forth. Just know it's going to be more like Animal Crossing sim style, so not your standard turn-based RPG. It's more like you're setting up your camps and stuff. Super exciting, very cute, and I think it's going to be a casual, wholesome sim. We also have Girls Frontline 2 news. Now, this is brought to us by the Girls Frontline anniversaries. And one thing to note, we got more teasers on images, a new trailer, and everything is looking good. Hopefully, this spells out Girls Frontline 2 in 2023. But I'm thinking more 2024 just because there hasn't been another CBT yet that's been rolled around, but there has been some in the past. But all in all, I think it looks really great and I'm super excited for this. Then we roll around to Eden Eternal. This is an MMORPG. In case you like this art style and how it's flowing and going, maybe check it out. But for the most part, MMORPGs on my mobile devices, they're more like sightseeing experiences. It looks okay on that. Rolling around to other news, we also have Danmachi Battle Chronicle that's going to be launching May 23rd. I'm super excited for this because the graphics and overall presentation is more my vibe. It's an action RPG as far as I can tell as well. It looks really nice and it integrates the Danmachi setting appropriately because Danmachi Memoria Freeze doesn't seem to captivate what Danmachi is as an actual game because it seemed more action-packed and stuff. Overall, I am kind of keen to see whether it's going to be successful. Hopes to it being awesome May 23rd. And Valiant Force 2, it's already out. Check out FG3000's review on it. It's more of a manual style game in case you want to enjoy those sort of things. More like Fire Emblem, the classic series, or Langrisser. And overall, I think it's really nice. Maybe a replacement to Alchemist Code more so. We also have the What in the Hell is Bad, which is going to be an Osbando RPG style game. This is more equivalent to New Carnival, so NSFW in case you're not getting the vibes here. I think it's going to be an amazing title because New Carnival is doing great, and this cannot do bad just because it's such a niche title. And I think it's just something in case you like those Bandos, and personally, I think the art looks pretty great as well. We also have Brown Dust 2 that's going to be making announcements on May 10th, and hopefully that means global release is going to be within the next coming months or quite soon. We have Aster Tartiqus that's going to be a strategy RPG up for preregs. This is more reminiscent to Fire Emblem Classic series because it has the pixel graphics and then transitions to a 3D setting. Overall, the visuals look nice and I'm very excited for this, to be quite honest. Hopefully it does well, but Gumi's kind of, iffy when it comes to their games sometimes on monetization. We got the Taris Land, and overall, just a WoW-inspired game. I'm not too high hopes on this one. I just want to talk about it because, PC and mobile releases. And we got Shangri-La, the Mecha Bishoujo 3D RPG. It's going to be coming Android PC summer 2023, so in the coming months, so to speak. And we have Taiminin Gogo. I talked about this previously. It's a roguelike. It's going to be launching May 16th. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a JP only title, but in case you like that roguelike setting, it's something that you can keep your eye on as well. Now we have Cubic Stars. This is going to be based off of Monster Strike, that pinball style game. It's going to involve gyroscopic shooting. That's the only reason why I'm talking about it. When you move your phones and it does the aimings because of balance, that's what this game is going to involve. So cool on those fronts. And there's going to be Yoshimaho, a Welcome to Preschool launch event. It's already out iOS, Android, in case you guys like more fairy tale preschool settings. I'm not sure. It has those bandos. Check it out in case you like it. And we have Kamina. I can't say the rest. Just note it's a 4v1 horror game. It reminds me some ways of Among Us because you get to kill each other. But yeah, outside of that, there's nothing else really going on that tickles my fancy on this one. And we have Reverse 1999. Now, there wasn't news on it. This was just a write-up by u/okemu723. And it just talks about how Reverse 1999 is a BA English-based game. So it doesn't have like JP actors as the core demographic. But what makes it interesting is that it really captures like that old England setting where you're Sherlock Holmes in some ways. Could be a masterpiece. Overall, it has the card game mechanics of Seven Deadly Sins Grand Cross, where you switch and match like certain cards and they'll combine to greater effects and everything. Overall, Reverse 1999, I'm super excited for it. I definitely agree it's a dark horse and it could be a masterpiece. So far as there's no like issues with server launches, no monetization, this, that, and the third. But I feel like it's going to be a niche hit, and we'll talk about like the big hit, right? Next up, we have AFK Journey. This is going to be the sequel, I believe, to AFK Arena. I think it's also by Lilith Games. Overall, it seems okay. If you like AFK style games, I think this is going to be right up your alley. And we also have the upcoming Gacha Black Clover. Got 1 million pre-regs in South KR, 400k in JP. All that you need to know is that there's no like set in stone date for like global EN releases, but people have been able to get into betas and been able to play the game. So hopefully that means it's going to be coming around in 2023. I am definitely excited. I'm hoping it brings something new to the table, or maybe revives that Seven Deadly Sins Grand Cross gameplay style, because it's being created by the same sort of dev team. And I love like that gameplay style. We also have a new beat 'em up fairy tale style game, and it's gonna be a mystery for now. Hopefully it gets like an EN release. It just looks really cool. That's why I want to talk about it. And now we got the Frontline Hero. It's gonna be a merged tower defense style game. I believe it's in early access for Philippines in case you guys want to try that out, or most likely Southeast Asia regions. Briefly, I wanted to touch on this. Wuthering Waves had its CBTs. Overall thoughts, it looked really clean. Everyone had a great time. A lot of characters. The world seemed fleshed out. Stepperu and Chaotic had like extensive knowledge on how the gameplay and everything's flowing. So really keen to see how it's going to be rolling out in 2023, hopefully. On other fronts, we have Honkai Star Rail, the heavy hitter of April, now rolling into May. Revenue-wise, 40 million, exceeded downloads for Genshin. I'm not going to make this into another review. Just note, if you don't like Honkai Star Rail, you don't like it. But if you like it, it's doing well. It's probably going to last forever like Genshin Impact. It's going to exceed expectations. It's going to blow everything out of the water. But that's just because Hoyoverse knows how to advertise their game and market stuff that no other gacha company can compete with. That's what the thing is at the end of the day, in case you guys are curious. Why is Honkai Star Rail successful? Why is Genshin Impact so successful out of all the upcoming gacha that we've had over the years? It's just that Hoyoverse has a stronger marketing team. They have a stronger presence on social media. And they have a really great like cosplay, artwork community, fan art, just every single tactic. They are employing Cambridge physics professors that have won Nobel Prizes in their YouTube videos. They're rolling in the Chinese government and basing Shenzhou in official cities in China. So yes, when I say their marketing is just literally next level, where they're involving outside entities and making their game into a world that's not even close to anything else on the gacha market, they're doing it, all right? So that's just one thing I want to put out there in case you're like, why is Hoyoverse so successful? It's successful because of the amount of work they put on the back end that no one sees, because the gameplay is not just for them. It's also what everyone else thinks and how they view the game as a whole. Enough of that. Honkai Star Rail, very successful. And on upcoming gacha, thank you to u/brainsmoker as always. We already talked about it, but we're going to cover a little bit more. Check out the games, Obey Me, Tales of Food Husbando games. But the games announced for May, Valiant Force 2, which talked about Danmachi, Aether Gazer, Laid Back Camp, Outer Plane. It's already out in Southeast Asia, but Outer Plane is going to be similar to Epic 7, except more 3D art style. Different like game dev, but overall same similar game mechanics, right? Smilegate Megaport's publishing it, I believe. IRL news bits time. Some people are wondering, Cygames America and Cygames Europe is a thing. Princess Connect revived. No, it's not. It's still dead. It's still shut down. What does it actually mean? Most likely because Uma Musume is getting more hands for like Google Play, coming to like more EN style regions. I think this is what's happening. Cygames really wants to make sure that Umamusume is handled with care. It's probably their biggest IP. Remember, this made $2 billion just based off of like either an anniversary or just the whole event itself. Will it be as successful in America, in Western countries, in Europe? It all comes down to advertising and marketing, like I talked about with Honkai Star Rail. If they can capture even a minuscule effort of that, then yes, it's going to be successful. But to be honest with you, it's a hard sell to that country, to those countries. But the thing is, Hololive is very successful as an idol group in the EN regions. Regardless of the fact, idol things are becoming widely popular in Western regions. So I think Cygames wants to capture even maybe a hint of that, because Hololive is going strong. They're showing that the idol community is definitely present in those regions, or at least in EN. But yeah, that's the roundup for the May upcoming gacha. Don't forget, we got Aether Gazer, Laid Back Camp, Danmachi Battle Chronicle, Valiant Force 2 that's already out, and Outer Planes, and maybe some rogue titles. Honestly, I feel like Danmachi Battle Chronicle and Aether Gazer are going to battle it out, but Honkai Star Rail is going to exceed expectations, continue to be successful, and that's only because the fan base is rapid and they just love like everything Hoyoverse does. I'm not going to be making Honkai Star Rail content, mostly because I don't have the time, and I think like these weekly gacha videos are what suits us best. And overall, I'm going to be still playing Honkai Star Rail as long as I like, be doing cosplays and all the sorts. But let me know your guys' thoughts on the May upcoming gacha news. Is there something else that you're looking forward to? What else are you guys playing? I really want to know what you guys are playing as far as, you know, moving forward. I know a lot of people are excited for Reverse 1999, Girls Frontline 2, Wuthering Waves. There's Black Clover, still a bunch of titles, still an early year. We're barely almost halfway there. And once we get through like the threshold of 2023, it's still shaping up to be one of the best years of gacha, just with Honkai Star Rail and Limbus Company. Long-winded, enough of that. If you made it this far in today's video, consider subscribing, dropping a like, leaving a comment, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram in case you want to see me IRL. Links to gamer subs in case you guys are interested in, you know, waifu cups and all the things like that. Really love those things, and I really support the channel. Love you guys when you check the links out. And yeah, 40K subs, giveaways. Thanks so much, and have yourself a fantastic day. See ya.